Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Second Lieutenant Christopher here. Um, so I just recently came off LOA, and there has been a lapse in the past, and I was trying to think of a way that we could do medical trainings and still be able for you guys to get something out of our platoon. Um, because I don't want you guys becoming, infantry infantrymen, infantry women, all that good stuff. Um, because at the end of the day, your job is 68 whiskey. It's to be that medic, that medical guide for your platoons, your squads, your companies, whatever role you're in. So, I thought so. Not only would I like to maybe get some classes together on a certain day of the week and be able to teach you guys something mainly medical, but I can provide short videos that break down something useful in game. In here that's going to help you overall your time in your regiment, time within the regiment, and then it's overall going to give you something to come back and look on to and help new people coming in. So I'll see if we can't get a channel for it. These will be pinned somewhere, but this is going to be, lesson one. And overall, this first lesson is going to show you guys basically, how to navigate yourself on the map, how to, maybe it's get your grids, be able to get locations quick, and be able to navigate to certain points as a medic. A crucial aspect that plays a role in something like that is utilizing your 9 lines and being on scene, and if you have CSAR or assets in the game to be able to call, medevacs or, whatever, Kazakhs, whatever it may be, in regards while you're conducting your duties. So, first off, let me just do this real quick. 1 second. So if you want, just getting something together real quick. And let me see how. Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure my stuff was good. Yeah, sorry. So if you want, feel free to grab a pen and paper, notes on your computer, whatever, write it down. You don't have to. You can always come back and watch this video again. I'm going to try to keep these videos under 10 minutes so you can watch them and get the knowledge and get out of here, because I don't want to take up your time with me sitting here yapping, but I do want to provide something of knowledge to you. So first we'll start off with this. Is different variants of the Garmin. You guys can find them. Right now I'm on the RMB, Regimental Medical Battalion server. Normally they'll be in this purple box, I'm pretty sure. So you can go to add, go over here to equipment, and if you scroll down you'll see variants of the Garmin. Okay, also in this box you'll see the DAGR. These are some pieces of equipment I'm going to be showing you how to utilize today. So these Garmins you should be running. If you're not running them, you should be. Okay, so basically on this Garmin, right, you guys saw how I did that. I'll unequip it back on my arm. It has a little slot. Just go over to your watch, hit F to equip, right, and if you hold your left alt, it's going to maneuver it, right? It's going to be able to maneuver. You can free look, whatever you have it binded to. But also, if you hold R to inspect, you can inspect the item by holding R on your keyboard. You can switch the brightness. It dims it, lightens it. It's more viewable at night and more clear. But anyways, you have the time, right? What's this do? Switch mode. This automatically has your bearing to whatever way you're facing. So you move a little bit, 290, 270. It's going to have a bearing. And you can be able to see that. Not only does it have the bearing, it has your grid on here, guys. And it has your location. This is a huge deal. If you're out in combat, right, and you're treating guys on medical, and you got to call up a 9 line, and this changes with your location, guys, you can have it set to that grid, and instead of trying to open up old school, this is useful to know, but instead of trying to open up your map old school, and regiment doesn't have, you can't make this smaller, I'm pretty sure. If you could make this giant protractor smaller, I would be all for it for you guys, but as far as I know, you can't. So that's a last resort. You really don't need to be able to use that. So right here, you have your grid. 9-line medevac, you got to give an 8-digit grid. On here, you can give a 10 exact, precise location, but you only need to be able to provide 8. So how you would call that up in your 9-line medevac on your arm, right? If I'm right here treating a guy, no need to worry. Got my Garmin, already got the grid. You know, grid as follows. 15 Sierra, Uniform Delta, 0491 1178. And if you guys ever wondered what the 15 Sierra Uniform Delta is, that is like, it's a geographical locator, okay? So based on what part of the world you're in, that 15 Sierra might change. So let's talk about the United States, if use that for example. So the United States is 15 Sierra, okay? And whenever I was in the Army and I was stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky, which is on the border of Kentucky, Tennessee, I want to say it was 15 Sierra Delta Fox was that geographical locator for that area. Maybe at some point I'll get Meal GPS pulled up on the computer if I can, and I'll show you guys. But that's kind of how that's broken down. Is you have the 15 Sierra be like United States, and then the Uniform Delta would be wherever it is. So for that example I just used, 15 Sierra United States, Delta Fox is like that Kentucky, Tennessee, and it's like a giant region that it's divvied up into over the states. But anyways, 15 Sierra Uniform Delta, 0491 1178. Don't worry about the 15 Sierra Uniform Delta. When you're calling up the 9 line, they're going to be so close. They're not coming from that far away. You just need to call up the 8-digit, which would be right there at the bottom, 0491 1178. Also extremely useful. JTACs, TACP guys probably use this. Give them a 10-digit grid on a location instantly. So that's one way, guys. Extremely useful, something you should know. Next, we're going to talk about the DAGR, right? So DAGR, same thing, pull it out. Now, I will say this version of the DAGR, guys, I believe you have to hit menu, whenever you first open up the DAGR, it will say press enter to acknowledge. You just press this button right here, enter, acknowledge it, bring up this menu. The DAGR is useful, okay, but it's not perfect, okay? And speaking in IRL sense, the DAGR is pretty useful, but within the game, kind of got to football it. We're limited with certain technologies and certain things we can do with the DAGR. It's not a fully functional DAGR, so you just got to make the best you can with it. So navigation, right there, boom, right? Another way. Like I said, this is kind of messed up. That other one said 15 Sierra Uniform Delta. This one says 15 Tango X-Ray Golf, right? Don't worry about this at all. It's kind of not really relevant. Elevation, so you're 28 meters above sea level. Ignore this as well, but here's your 8-digit, right? Or the 10-digit, 0491 1178, and it's continuous, so that just means if we are moving, right, just changed, that this grid is going to change as we move. So there you go. 040 or 04901178. Another thing you can do with this DAGR is you can go in, right, and on the waypoint screen, you can, let's see, so zoom in, zoom out up here at the top, right here. This is our present position. So let's say somewhere down here on the map, let's do this area, right? You can manipulate this. So here we go. St. Philippe, right? Be like, okay, I need to go to St. Philippe. Where the hell do I need to go? Alright, let me see. By the P. So we're going to go to St. Philippe. There's St. Philip. Excuse me if I'm saying that wrong. So right here, above the P, be like, okay, there's my target. That's where we're headed. So we're going to go back here. Pull out this DAGR. Right at the P, like we were talking about, you're going to hit enter. Select waypoint to create. So we'll do waypoint 1. Boom, boom. You can go in and name these things too, guys. So, and you can manipulate this with WASD on your keyboard. But you have to hit the enter button in game. So we'll clear it. And we'll do, I don't know, you want to do something simple, CCP. And you could do BAT. CCP BAT for the CCP for battalion or something, right? Boom, there's that. Boom, got it in there. New waypoint created, so we'll go, oh, excuse me. Don't worry about this screen, guys. I don't even think this screen works, but so we'll go back up to waypoints. It did not create, excuse me. Figure out how to do it. It was working earlier. There it is. Okay, so you just gotta hit enter and then just hit position, page, whatever. And so now what you can see here is elevation 10 meters above sea level. Range, we are 1.110 kilometers. This is the range from it. That's start point. It's just where we're currently at. And the azimuth is 205. So you can use your compass at the bottom of your screen if you got it on. Guess what, guys? If you don't want to use your compass and you want to go old school with it. Oh, excuse me. There we go. And we will unequip that. Grab our handy dandy DAGR. Inspect it. Azimuth 20. Okay. Well, this is off. It's a little off. So don't use the Garmin for that, actually. I didn't know it was that badly off. Sometimes it's off, sometimes it works. This is why you have to have two sources double checking, guys, too. So 205 at the bottom. Alright, and then you know 1.10, 205. There you go. Right, pretty simple stuff. The grids are accurate, though. By using these resources, the grids are accurate. And all that good stuff. But anyways, I won't even teach you guys the map. We'll do that in like a land nav or something. Pretty simple stuff. Essentially what happens is you get down, you have your 6-digit, and to get your 8-digit, you'll kind of start like this. And we would do like over 3. Let's say there's a point like right here, right? We drag this over. Because you would plot your points inside a grid, and then you would get the grid. Or you'd have a target, and then you would get the 8-digit by breaking it down like this. So if we had something like right here, let's use the tip of that, okay, for example. So it would literally be like that. So and then you would count them, and it'd be like 0.4 2, and then it'd be like 0.4 or 101, whatever this is, 6 or something. And but we'll do another class. We'll go into that more depth. We're already at 15 minutes. I just wanted to provide you guys those two resources today. So the Garmin, I would always run that if I were you, and the DAGR as well. And like I said, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to contact myself, Second Lieutenant Christopher, or you can contact Master Sergeant Ozai, Vanguard 7. I'm Vanguard 6. But yeah, guys, this is a good week. Have a good Monday. We'll try to get some more of these lessons out for you, and I'll have them posted in there. But anyways, I will see y'all later.